Yeah.
Hi Ritu, how are you?
Hi Vishali, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. Thanks for coming in and joining for a meeting to discuss about the training need analysis for our staff. Ritu, before we start our communication, I would just like to ask you permission if you're okay for me to record this session, because this is also, apart from discussing the TNA, it's also part of my assessment that I'm doing for my diploma TAE. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you. So after analyzing the survey that we had done last week with regards to finding in the gap between the code of practice for our nurses, what we figured out is that our nurses are lacking their registration with regards, not registration, I'm sorry, they're lacking their certificate of first aid. Some staff members, they don't have their CPR being renewed. And there are some other nurses as well who did their first aid, but then that was a while ago and they've yet not renewed their first aid certificate.
So what do you think can be done, Vishali?
I recommend that we can get them to do the first aid course, HLT AID 002, which is the level 2 first aid. Maybe some staff who have done the CPR can just join the CPR component, and those who've not done the first aid can do the whole course.
Oh, that sounds good. So how do you think that's going to be possible? Because the staff are on the floor, and I can't replace them with agency staff?
I did think about that, and that's a very good question. Thanks for asking me. What I have thought of is a couple of options. Option one is that we can have this course delivered in 2 different shifts. We can have it delivered in the morning shift on some day during the week, and then maybe next week we can have it in the afternoon. So all the staff can use the services as soon as possible.
Okay, sounds good. So do you think we should get them to do it during COVID times?
I think this is the best time. It's the need for the time, to be honest. If our staff, because the other point with the survey was that some nurses mentioned that they are not really very confident, especially the ones who are working in the after hours, because most of the time they are by themselves. And since they have yet not done their CPR component, they don't feel confident in giving CPR if need be. And with cold being there, we are working in the aged care, which is a frail, environment where our clients are quite frail and agile. I think it is a good idea for them to do this course now.
Okay, and what do you think about the charges?
With regards to charges, well, I did talk to our manager and our clinical coordinator about it. We do have some funding available for our staff that we can give them. And other than that, I also spoke with the organization that is delivering this course, and they are happy to do, because we'll be doing it in a bulk, they are happy to give us some discount as well.
Okay, well thought of, Vishali, and you raised some good points. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.